Hello and welcome to the Brocraft server, where my brother and I have started a Minecraft Realms world, and we just play together and hang out, build some pretty cool stuff. We're about a month into our world and just wanted to show you what we've progressed so far. We've obviously, as you can see, got full netherite and doing pretty well for ourselves, but I may give more frequent updates to kind of just track our progress and see how our world is going. So, a little backstory of how we started off this world is we are on our spawn island, and just to kind of give you a view of how tiny this island is, you can pretty much see one end to another, like from the middle of it. This is about the middle of it, and so we spawned here and did not have a good time because this was like all forest area, and pretty much it was just death after death for each of us as we kind of set up the early game. I mean, we had to get a wheat farm going right away just to get some food. We were like constantly dying in the caves underneath us. It was just not a fun experience overall. So we actually first set up right around here. This is, I think this is one of our junk chests from like the very first like day. We just kind of like planted down, and we were just doing a lot of caving. Like, our only source of food was to grow wheat, and it was quite slow. There were a couple sheeps on this island, but they got killed by a wolf. Actually, it was kind of unfortunate. We did end up kind of transporting over some cows and other stuff later, but yeah, it was definitely a struggle to survive on wheat and I think carrots mainly at first. But just to show you kind of the progress we've made, this is just our spawn island. We've done a decent amount of work on it, but we've since ventured out a little bit. It's a really unique world seed, I would say. It's basically a bunch of islands in the middle of this like ocean. I'll try to put a link to the seed in the description, but we wanted to make like kind of a central storage area here. We started building this up. We really wanted to use the new deep slate block, so we got some of that with spruce mixed in. And my brother, also known as Penguin Rage 7, built this nice storage system. This is just kind of a lot of the blocks and stuff we had a lot of initially. So we just wanted some bulk storage so we weren't clogging up all of our other chests, which I'll show you in our little starter house here soon. But we have a bunch of rockets. He did make should probably grab some more pork chops. He did make a hoglin, that's what they're called, hoglin farm, fairly early on, a little after we got to the nether, so that's a good source of food for us. I designed most of this interior and the main structure of this building. The roof was interesting to figure out, but we put a beacon here. Eventually we want to get this is actually a super beacon, so we can have I believe 5 of them at least here. I want to at least get like 5 beacons in there. I think that'd be pretty cool shooting up, and we're missing a little roof there, but that's okay. Also early on we built a little iron farm, and this is not my own design. I am blanking. I think this design is by Waddles, if I'm not mistaken. I will try to put a link in the description for that, but Waddles, yeah, this is a super easy farm to build, actually a lot easier than I expected. But basically iron golems spawn up there in the water. That's the only spot they can spawn because we're far enough up. This guy's got to look out. There's one dying right now, and yeah, produces a good amount of iron. Obviously you can make more than one of these kind of like chambers or whatever, and you'll get more iron golems spawning, but that was definitely enough for just 2 of us to kind of live off of. So some of the other things we did on the spawn island are we had this starter house here. So So I just wanted a place for us to keep storing our items and for us to sleep. This slowly improved over time. We've since moved a lot of these items. Well, I mean, we have to still move a lot more, but we have kind of taken a lot of stuff out. Like a lot of this stuff was, we had the bulk storage that we moved, or it's kind of slowly being used up as we spread out to our other islands. Oh, here you can see a map of the island. So, I mean, it's really not that huge. And this is a zoomed out version. So we have, this is our main island. Tiny here. And then this island had a village on it. I mean, you can see like, this island is huge compared to our spawn island. So this is like, picture just a whole ocean of these types of islands like spread out. It's a pretty unique seed, and that kind of led us to deciding how we wanted to build our world. Actually, we each kind of claimed our own island so far. Upstairs we got our bunk beds that we kind of used to actually share in real life when we were kids. So got those there. A little balcony, little sugarcane farm. Off in the distance is a creeper farm my brother built. We got that up and running early too, especially after we got elytras. We both really like the elytras, so having a nice creeper farm keeps a steady flow of that, and as well as sugarcane. So got that going. Our nether portal built by my brother as well. Very sweet design. I know this is a kind of a common nether portal theme, but I really like the colors on that. And it's what was actually unique about this, on our island we had a destroyed ruined nether portal, I think that's what they're called, right in this corner. So that netherrack and magma blocks, that was naturally spawned there, and he just kind of built up the portal around the broken portal that was already existing. So that's kind of sweet on this island. You can notice we have a guardian temple as well in the corner. This seed, because we are surrounded basically by ocean for a lot of it, and there's tons of islands, there's at least 4 or 5, probably more guardian temples extremely like close by. I mean, in kind of relative to how big they are, but just close by in this world. So we have one guardian temple literally offshore. Probably way in the future we'll turn it into a guardian farm there, because if we're just hanging out at the spawn island, it might actually be close enough. But I believe on this end we have, yep, another guardian farm. So same side, literally just off the coast of our island is guardian farm each, or not guardian farm, but guardian temple. It'd be nice if they were already farms. Oh, a little lag there. Here we have 2 slime chunks dug out by my brother. I started placing each layer. We still have to build up a little more, but basically, you know, it's kind of standard. They fall into magma blocks. We still have to put the iron golem. So this is definitely a work in progress. Ow. Definitely a work in progress for this, but I mean, as you can see, I mean, it picks up some. This is definitely not the most efficient right now because we still have a lot of layers to get. And then we have some, let's see if we can see them. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, we have 2 minecarts total, so we have 2 of these unloading stations. We have 1 track running to this chest, and then another track running to this chest for slime balls. So still a bit of a work in progress, but I think it's got enough slime balls for us right now. So if we keep flying over here, big project I started working on early was villagers. I love villager trading because they are OP. As you can see, I got this guy down 1 glass pane for 1 emerald. Oh, let's go sleep actually. Our bunk beds. Yeah, the villagers are definitely very good to kind of get set up, especially the main ones I focused on in the beginning were the books, the librarians, to get some pretty powerful enchanted books, as one might expect when setting up a villager trading system. We got our little guy here. This is a really messy design. This is just, I just wanted some chambers to hold them initially, because I didn't really have a layout for a villager hall per se. That's still something that's kind of a work in progress, but I just wanted to get a lot of villagers in here, cure them up, get them reduced prices at least a bit. We still actually got some over here, but I mean, looting 3 here, Frostwalker, Luck of the Sea. I mean, these are just the good ones that we have. Actually, I moved up here, so this is kind of a just a villager trading hall. Pretty compact, kind of tight, you know, walking narrowly here, but yeah, we got a bunch of librarians here. Oh, a loose villager. Don't know what he's doing. Yeah, he's wandering around for whatever reason. He's escaped. But yeah, lots of good books here that I was able to get cheap and stock those for us. The odd thing about villagers is they're player based, so since I was the one to cure them, I'm the only one that has the good trades. My brother still, I think, is on his island, is setting up his own villagers now. But I was able to buy enough books for both of us that we could enchant mending gear and really good stuff. Got some cartographers because that's busted. 1 emerald for, or 1 glass pane for 1 emerald. And I started on these masons as well, but I never realized that, because I thought you could only get the glazed terracotta from masons. I thought you had to get, like, you know, each different version of glazed terracotta. I did not realize you could smelt the regular colored terracotta to get the glazed. So I don't know if I'll complete those. I think I got like 13 out of 16 of the different variations, or 14 out of 16, something like that, but I may just go the route of smelting the terracotta to get the glazed version. Some clerics over here. The glowstone and redstone is nice. Plus we have a gold farm, which I'll show you in a bit. So trading the zombie flesh and the gold for emeralds is a nice way to make some money there. And then since we had the iron farm early on, I liked getting the toolsmiths and the armorers. First of all, 1 emerald for some diamond armor, so if we never ever needed to replace stuff, we could kind of get it there. Didn't have the best enchants, but that's why we have the librarians. And then they also trade 1 iron for 1 emerald. Same with these guys. Whoops, 1 iron for 1 emerald, and we can get a couple diamond tools, so we're not wasting the diamonds that we mine. We can use those for something else. Standard villager breeder here. I forget exactly whose design this is, but I think it's pretty standard. Got 2 villagers in here. This farmer dude feeds this guy. The trapdoors, basically they see as full blocks, so they can see the beds, and there's, you know, a couple extra beds, so they the baby villager can run out actually here, fall down there, and then it looks like they're stuck a little bit, so I'll have to fix that. No, but basically they once they grow up, they are tall enough to get in the water stream, and then they all pile up in this corner, and then we can just click the button, minecart comes out and scoops one of them up. Over here, I placed this recently. Got a little copper beach here, just oxidizing it. Gotta clean this up more, but just figured in case either of us wanted some oxidized copper, we can start making a stash here. So that is pretty much the main spawn island. It is pretty small. It was a rough start, but we got geared up decently fast. The hardest part was really the food. I mean, I can't tell you how long we just survived on carrots and how many times we died because we were just stuck on an island. We're like, oh, when we first spawned, we kind of just took a lap around and we're like, oh my gosh, we're on an island. We didn't look at the seed ahead or anything. Just a random seed. Oh, this is my wife wanted to plan our world a little bit. It's well too. She's loves cats, so we have a little cat face there too. Might turn it into her home. She just popped on my account and started to build a bit. So fun times, yeah. Yeah, but that's basically our spawn island. Like I said, really small. I guess in terms of the whole world, but we made it work. I think it's going to be a fun spawn island that we'll slowly maybe work on. I like coming back here every now and then, cleaning stuff up. maybe adding a, decorating up a little bit, making it a little nicer. Still want to work on the villager trading there, get some good villagers going for other trades. Whoops, where are we going? So we are gonna go, I guess let's go through the nether. Was gonna skip ahead maybe just to one of our bases, but let's take a quick trip to the nether. So here we have our nether hub, if you can call it that yet. Pretty disorganized, but we want to go with the sandstone theme. And yeah, we moved this down. We're at, I think, Y level, 10. So we moved that down pretty quick. And this is kind of our design we have here. So we'll actually go there in a bit because this is kind of to our bases. We did some ancient debris mining. Actually, my brother mainly did that, so there's some stuff blowing up around there. Yeah, we got a good amount of ancient debris already. I think all of our gear and tools are pretty much done up in netherite. But this way, here first is our piglin trading. Oh, they're going to be mad at me. I'm not wearing gold. That's not good. But yeah, I set this basic piglin trading up. This guy's gonna hit me. Let's see if I can sneak around here. And back here, yeah. So this is a pretty easy way to set it up. I just set up 3 for now. Make sure you got name tags. You gotta name these guys. Got 2 more here that are named for more trading. But yeah, once you set up a gold farm, piglin trading is super good, especially there's 1 block from them that you get trade from them, the blackstone, which I'm using a lot for my base. So I knew I wanted to get this set up really early right away. But this is kind of like semi-automatic. You basically got to keep these dispensers stocked. I don't have chests or hoppers going into them, but you can fit 9 stacks of gold there. But you have a dispenser dispensing onto a pressure plate. The piglin here is actually, his head is just barely in that glass block above him because he's on carpet. So then he can pick up the ingot that's on the pressure plate, and then that pressure plate will, when it's items on it, it'll turn off the torch, and then it'll turn it back on for like the split second when the piglin picks up the item, and then just keeps repeating, dispensing another item. The only thing you have to do is just click the button once to manually start it. So I got 3 of those, and then, oh yeah, just hoppers into chest right below the piglin because they'll just drop them, and you can see tons of drops. So no problem with gravel, doing quartz if you like it, nether brick, string, obsidian. Obsidian's so slow and annoying to mine. This is just an easy way to get a bunch of obsidian. There you can see just a crazy amount of obsidian, more than we'll probably ever need. Soul speed is very nice, and I don't have, there's no blackstone in here because I've taken it all for my base, so which we will see in a bit. But here I'll just show you the gold farm. So gold farm, always you want to build it on top of the nether. So I just oh, as you can see, we're still in ocean, and this actually goes to a coral reef, which is kind of sweet too. So if we ever want coral, we know a place to get it. And up here, this will take us to the top of the nether since we're up in the sky. And here we have, it's our gold farm. So before we actually look at that, oh, I have a beacon here because we have a basalt farm. Another block that I needed a lot of for my base. So this is pretty easy to design. I think this one was Brocraft, if I'm not mistaken. I'll try to put a link in the description for all these. I believe this was Brocraft. This is also just a pretty common design. You have to have the blue ice above, and then you have soul sand, and then a block for the basalt to be generated, and then you have lava flowing into it. So lava, the reason to build this in the nether, and you can see super fast, the reason to build this in the nether is lava flows faster in the nether. So that lava flowing over one block is just generating the basalt a little bit faster than it would in the overworld. The main part about this farm to keep it lossless is you have to, using a piston, push the hopper minecarts into the soul soil. Then it'll be 100% lossless, and as you can see, I mean, like, this goes crazy fast. So we get yeah, all those drops in there. Now on to the gold farm. This is still a temporary setup. You can see those two kind of stone blocks up there. Right now, I believe we have 8 layers. 8 or, yeah, I think 8 out of 10 layers built. I want to build this as 10 layers. This design, I am blanking on who designed this. It's been a while, but I use this in my single player world as well. I will try to find the video and link that in the description too. I know there are maybe a little more efficient gold farm designs where you kind of like stand in the center and like you have a bigger platform. We don't need that for really our 2-person server right now. So this one is pretty good. I just really want to work on a better sorting system because, oh, actually right now most of these are empty. Before they did have a bunch of rotten flesh. I want to make sure there's like kind of like overload protection on it. We don't need really like all this rotten flesh that comes in here. We really are just mainly worried about the gold nuggets. So kind of creating just this sorting system there, and then any extra or overflow rotten flesh is just getting thrown into lava. But the idea of this is there's a platform up here at the build limit. If I can land on it. A bit tricky to land on. Yep. There I go. And let's see if we can nail it. There we go. And I'm just taking a lot of fall damage. So the idea is you just sit up here and you can actually maybe see them spawn there, and they chase the turtle eggs and fall to their death. So pretty simple farm to set up. The hardest part, I think, is just getting the hundreds if not thousands of magma blocks. I think it's like 600 magma blocks per level. So I'm doing 10 levels here for our server, so 6,000 blocks of magma blocks, and they're not the easiest block to find. Or they're pretty easy to find in the Nether, but they're can be difficult to mine because they're sometimes around a lot of lava lakes. But yeah, they fall to their death on the hoppers and just start collecting there. So pretty simple gold farm. I haven't used it a lot lately because, as you can see in the ender chest here, we still got a decent amount. So that is going to wrap up the first episode of the Brocraft server. It took a little longer to kind of show the spawn island and the nether build so far than I expected. Was hoping to get to show one of the islands we've been working on for our bases so far, but we can save that for next episode. I think we'll take a look at the plans for my island and what I have built so far and see what's in store. So I hope you all enjoyed this first episode. I know this is not your typical first episode since we already have netherite gear, and we've been playing on this server for a month, so just kind of wanted to show off our world, our builds together that we've been doing together, and hopefully we will see you in the next episode. Have a good day. Bye bye.